Welcome to 3D Cars, where today we take a journey back in time to the early 80s, a time of bold styling, evolving automotive technology, and some of the most distinctive designs in Corvette history. The star of the show is the 1982 Corvette C3, the final chapter of the legendary third generation, a car that marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. This Corvette wasn't just another model year, it was a swan song, a celebration, and a preview of what was to come in the C4 generation. When you look at the 1982 Corvette C3, you immediately notice its long, flowing lines and muscular curves. It's a design that had evolved since 1968, yet in its final year, it still had the power to turn heads. The front end carried the iconic shark nose profile, hidden pop-up headlights, and a low, wide stance that screamed performance. The flared fenders gave it an aggressive look, and the removable T-tops made it perfect for those sunny cruising days. It was stylish, aerodynamic for its time, and unmistakably Corvette. Under the hood, the 1982 model introduced something completely new for the Corvette. Fuel injection made a return for the first time since 1965. Chevrolet called it cross-fire injection, a dual-throttle body system designed to improve drivability, fuel economy, and emissions. This was a transitional technology, bridging the carbureted past with the fully modern fuel injection systems that would dominate the future. The L83 5.7-liter V8 engine produced 200 horsepower, not earth-shattering numbers by today's standards, but respectable for the era, especially considering the tightening emissions laws of the time. The 1982 Corvette was also unique because it came exclusively with a 4-speed automatic transmission. Manual lovers were disappointed, but this choice reflected the changing market, where convenience and smooth cruising were becoming just as important as raw performance. Still, thanks to the engine's torque and the Corvette's lightweight fiberglass body, it had plenty of punch for spirited driving. Inside, the cabin of the 1982 C3 combined comfort with sporty flair. The seats were well bolstered for support, the dash layout was driver-focused, and the available digital clock and optional premium sound system made it feel upscale for the time. Corvette buyers could choose from a variety of interior colors and trim options, adding a personal touch to their sports car. One of the highlights of this model year was the collector edition. Chevrolet knew it was the end of the C3 era, so they created something truly special. The 1982 Corvette Collector Edition featured a unique silver-beige paint scheme, graduated shadowing graphics, bronze-tinted glass roof panels, special turbine-style wheels, and a frameless lift-up rear glass hatch, the first ever on a Corvette. The interior matched the exterior theme, with multi-tone leather seats and special badging. Only about 6,700 collector editions were built, making them highly sought after today by collectors and enthusiasts. On the road, the 1982 Corvette C3 offered a driving experience that blended old-school muscle with emerging technology. The ride was firm yet comfortable, the steering precise, and the handling responsive thanks to its independent suspension and wide track. While it wasn't the fastest Corvette ever built, it had an unmistakable charm and a feeling of connection between driver and machine that modern cars often lack. The 1982 C3 is also important historically because it set the stage for the C4, which would debut in 1984 after a gap year in production. The cross-fire injection technology would carry over, and many of the ideas tested in the 82 would influence the engineering and styling of its successor. This makes the 1982 not just a collector's item, but a bridge in Corvette history, the last of the classic curves and chrome details, and the first step toward a more modern, aerodynamic design. Today, the 1982 Corvette C3 holds a special place in the hearts of enthusiasts. It's a car that represents a transitional period in automotive history, where performance had to adapt to regulations but still deliver excitement. Whether it's the sound of the V8 rumbling through the exhaust, the feel of the T-tops off on a summer drive, or the sight of that iconic body shape in the driveway, the 82 C3 delivers an experience that's as much about emotion as it is about speed. Owning one today is like owning a rolling piece of history. Parts availability is still good thanks to the Corvette's strong aftermarket support, and with proper care, these cars can be enjoyed as reliable classics. Whether you go for a standard model or a rare collector edition, the 1982 Corvette C3 is guaranteed to draw attention at car shows and cruise nights. In a world where automotive design has become more uniform, The 1982 Corvette reminds us of a time when cars had personality, individuality, and a sense of occasion every time you turned the key. It may have been the end of the C3 generation, but it was a grand finale worthy of the Corvette name, bold, beautiful, and built to be remembered. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1982 Corvette C3 here on 3D Cars. If you enjoyed this trip through automotive history, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more classic and modern car features, and share your favorite Corvette memory in the comments. Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your passion for cars alive.